smartest, the strongest, but he who can adapt the quickest. Thank you for adapting. The graduating class of 2013 nominated 3 excellent candidates for this year's honor of giving the valedictorian address. The nominees were Katie Bean, Kathleen LaBelle, and Sarah Ray. All nominees should be very proud of the recognition their fellow students have given to them. It is a great honor to be selected by your peers to represent your graduating class. I am now very honored to introduce to you your valedictorian. Please come to the stage, Sarah Ray.
Parents, teachers, family, friends, and of course, fellow graduates of the greatest class that the Northern Hemisphere has ever seen. There's only one thing that I think is more exciting than finally reaching our high school graduation. Okay, maybe 2. The first being, obviously, that we've escaped Shakespeare readings for the rest of our lives, right? And the second is having the immense honor of representing this graduating class and trying to do justice to the significance of not only the last 4 years, but also the past 17 or 18 years, and of course the rest of our lives. First and foremost, I want to bring attention to our childhood that seems like ages ago. Do you remember peeling those masses of dried Elmer's glue off the palm of your hand? Or collecting Beanie Babies until they've covered every square inch of your bedroom? Telling all of your friends how you really want a zigga-zigga? Peeling G-strings into figures of hula dancers, or maybe that was just me. Having your own personal chauffeurs as long as you're persistent enough. Of course, all while keeping a watchful eye on our Tamagotchis, even though they die as they please anyways. Whether we realize it or not, this was substantial. Our entire childhood and everything in it, our awkward tween years, our more awkward teen years, all of it has led us to where we are right now. It led us to the most frightening grade 9 orientation imaginable, clinging to anyone and everyone we knew like little spider monkeys, when we would clog up the hallways for pure joy and satisfaction, or so we would say. Coming from all different elementary schools, we were united. We let go of our allegiances to the Bulldogs, the Sharks, the Eagles, the Griffins, the Gators, the Cookstown, Cooks, that sounds right. And we all hailed the mighty merman and his oversized fork. When grade 10 came, everything changed. We were no longer the freshman swine. We had found our friends, we knew where our lockers were and the routes to our classes, those cookies from the cafe were our staple food. We were basically masters of the school, right? Grade 11 became this crunch time to start to figure out what we wanted to do with our lives, because we were getting old. Summer vacation was what we lived for. There were too many choices to be made in the hands of angsty teenagers, but we made it. In our grade 12 year, I think I can sum it up in 4 words. Where did it go? Our new favorite sport is hallway swimming, and applying for schools next year resembles a caveman lighting the first fire. Seriously. And now that prom is over, we have to figure out what to do with the dresses and suits, because while memories will last a lifetime, this body sure won't. Bring on the freshman 15. Now, while we could reminisce about the last 4 years forever, because I'm sure it's something our future grandbabies are going to want to hear about, right? I think it's equally as important to look forward to the next 4, 5, 10, 30 years down the road. Whether you're baking great bread, cooking up laws in the Senate, teaching future generations, creating new music, curing cancer, or saving the world, we have all been given the tools we need to succeed. The education, the experience, the connections, the extremely good looks, the list goes on. And while I'm only 18, I can advise each of you to never lead a life that you're not overjoyed to live. Which brings me to my ultimate point. A wise somebody once quoted, "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone." We, as Alconians, Stroubillians, Innisfillians, Canadians, and human beings, we know how to challenge limits. When it comes to family, friends, and sometimes teachers, eh, Mom, Dad? Mr. Scott? But the difficult part is pushing your own limits, challenging the unknown to come at me, bro. Gently. It's something we've all done at some point or another, like making it through our first day of high school, even though it may have taken a rather weighted kick in the butt to get us out the door that morning. Going to your first interview, running your first view test, performing your first solo, whatever the case may be, we've all been there before, and it isn't about to end now just because we graduated. Now I, Sarah, am not one to forget to practice what I preach. A couple of weeks ago, I entertained this radical idea in my head for this speech that definitely challenged my comfort zones. In fact, that's an understatement. My comfort zone has been rocked to the core so much that I think it'll cease to exist after this speech. After mentioning it to Miss Krogman, she gave me that look that said, girl, you cray-cray, but do it. So here I am tonight, and I have a surprise for you all because, after all, if Justin Bieber can rap, so can I. Class of 2013, this is our graduation night. I hope this rap ties you over until we reunite. And in between then and now, I hope you remember my words. Try something new, brave, adventurous. It may sound absurd. I know a lot may change that you didn't expect, but take it all with a smile. That's what I call success. We've got to shoot for the stars and work our butts off to get there. Cause man, achieving your dreams, nothing else can compare. Don't sit back and just watch. It's no fun to keep low. This is your life. Take charge. Oh, the places you'll go. If we're persistent with our drive, who knows where we can take it. And our mission awaits us Tritons. We know how to make it. I'll break it down in your sight. Some top memories come and gone like tick, 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 boom. Dynamite. English essays and dissections, trench projects with bros. There's 3,000 words. That's as far as I'll go. Don't you just love our new vending machines? They eat money for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it seems. And the snow days we were granted because the weather's so random. Gangnam Style and Harlem Shake, our new national anthem. And I know that you know that we know how to party. And because this is a rap song, guys, I've got to say, shoddy. All the fundraisers and clubs, committees, and sports teams were like a hard-working, butt-kicking machine. Now we gotta take a minute for the teachers and whatnot, guidance counselors, administration, custodial gods. In each of our successes, they all play a role. Without them, we couldn't have imagined reaching our goals. Now I've been up here long enough, so you know I'm about to dash. But as we go into this world, I know we'll make a splash. So look around, fellow grads. Look at what we've been